Now, if she is confirmed and she is a justice, then she will have unfettered opportunity to commit other frauds. Write it in an opinion as though it's fact, invent it as though it's reality, pick and choose things that she wants and forget other objective information. She is an ideologue to the highest degree, and she is bent on achieving a particular end. She wanted to preserve partial birth abortion. She would not listen to the medical evidence, so she reinvented the medical evidence and then presented it as though it was actual fact and didn't say anything about it in terms of that being her opinion. So as a justice, she would do exactly the same thing. The other thing that is very, I think, illustrative of her abilities to persuade is that here is this ACOG organization, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. They come out with their medical opinion in this report. She doesn't like it, so she contacts the lobbyist in Washington, D.C. for ACOG. Right. And she convinces that lobbyist to use her sentence to change the medical report. And I don't know what she did as a quid pro quo to do that, but she obviously either hung something over his head or she promised something to ACOG in order to put this medical altered, or this sentence that altered the report. But she was able to convince him. Now, all she has to do is convince one person, sometimes on the court, to come up with some other fraudulent scheme. That's the danger of her. She is a radical pro-abortionist. She is not beyond distorting the evidence. She is capable of bringing people to her distorted view of the evidence.
You know, and Matt, the impact of that cannot be underestimated without any risk of hyperbole here. When we talk about the rule of law, as a practical matter, we're talking about two things, rule of law versus rule of man. It's both that there is a law that you're going to apply impartially, that's going to be objectively applied, and two, that the facts are what they are. The moment that you allow a person to create the facts as they wish they had been, as they find most palatable, as they know will help them win, as opposed to the facts as they are, as Kagan did in this case, you've just rendered the rule of law a dead letter. You've removed it from the highest, if she were to do this on the bench, remove the rule of law from the highest court in the land.
Well, we're going to talk about Elena Kagan tomorrow as well, but she will come up to the entire Senate for a confirmation vote later in the month of August. And we want you to make sure that you are aware of her positions and also make sure that you contact your senators. Now, you might say it's a foregone conclusion. I don't believe it is. In fact, there is clearly the possibility to filibuster her nomination in the Senate. They would need a vote of 60 senators to override the filibuster in order to get to the final vote. At the end of the day, there may be enough votes, more than a majority, to confirm her, but there may not be enough 60 votes to override a filibuster, and that's where it could ultimately stop. It could be filibustered on the Senate floor. This is something so significant that there is no way we ought to have this kind of person on the United States Supreme Court. And those senators that don't do the right thing, we ought to remember them in November and every November hereafter whenever they come up. If they can't do the right thing on this, they shouldn't be able to do anything else as your senator representing you. Go to Liberty Counsel's website. Right there on the front page, you can click on Elena Kagan or Supreme Court nomination. There's all kinds of material there to inform you. Also, sign up for the Grassroots Action email. That's an email of 300,000+, over 330,000 activists. You want to be one of those so that you can make your voice heard to your senator. That's a great way to become active. Sign up today.
You have been listening to Matt Staver of Liberty Counsel. Our hope is to encourage and inspire you to stand up for your faith, family, and freedoms. We can accomplish a lot when we work together. Get informed and get involved today. Sign up for our free monthly newsletter, The Liberator. We will send it out to you free of charge. Stay informed with our Liberty Alert email update. Just click on the website at www.lc.org or call us at 1-800-671-1776. Tune in next time to learn more about your rights right here on Faith and Freedom.